tonight's Tuesday. Tonight's Monday. So tomorrow I'm doing Elder Scrolls Online in the morning with Diamond Jab. Then Wednesday I'm doing Fallout 76 with Diamond Jab. If the experience with Diamond Jab and Fallout 76 on Wednesday is piece of shit, what do you think I'm playing on motherfucking Thursday and Friday? Elder Scrolls Online.
More Fallout? Oh.
No, back.
Damn,
I'll be back.
Got it wrong.
Really wrong.
If it's piece of shit, I'm back on Elder Scrolls Online by fucking,
Got it.
Thursday and Friday. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Welcome to episode 189 of the Emergent Gamer podcast. I'm Felix Hergood.
I'm Trib Zero.
I'm Neo Aoshi.
Oh, that's what, OG podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're brought to you by, keep saying that and I hate it, but we are a partner. Say it, Trib Zero.
Should we just, we'll do this again.
No, we're not going to do it over.
No, we're not doing it over?
Oh, no, we're
live?
doing this shit live.
This is the Emergent Gamer podcast brought to you by the OG Podcast Network.
Thank you.
You did it.
Thank you, OG Podcast
I
Network.
stumbled. I fucked up.
Why was that so hard?
Because my brain wasn't prepared for it.
Yeah, I think I threw you off when I was
the rest of it I had prepared for, and then you mouthed say
Right.
it, and I was just like, fuck it.
We need a producer, man. We need little earbuds and everything.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, God, I can't wait for that.
It's all right.
But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot going on.
Always is.
I'm excited for most of it. Some of the things,
You could just cut and paste that and put it in front of any shit. We got a lot to talk about. It's been a busy week.
Some
I'm
good,
excited.
some
I'm
bad.
excited for it.
For that thing we're talking about.
No specific thing you've mentioned. It's just a generic. We have things to talk about. We are a podcast. We will talk about them, and I'm excited for those things.
I'm a human.
Prepare your ear holes.
Let's get into it.
I'm a
and then
I'm
just
a
cut
human.
into the next
I'm a
thing.
human.
Yeah. I'm also a human, and we are hosts of this show. It's a show that has content that we hope you'll enjoy. So stick around. And then you cut into whatever the content is.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, well, we do have some news. We got a new trailer for Pokemon.
Yeah.
Detective Pikachu.
Oh, boy.
I'm so excited.
Are we doing the part where we pre-show people
I'm
about
pre-showing,
the show?
We're pre-showing a little bit.
Okay,
some Fallout 76 weirdness is happening. We'll get into that in a bit.
I'd like to hear about that.
Activision released their information about the what do you say, popularity or profitability of Destiny 2.
I'd say they're...
You saw the tweet.
I did.
Okay.
I read their little report.
I saw it too.
Cool.
Their opinions about how the franchise is doing, I think, is the safe way to say it.
Yeah.
We'll get into some of that.
And then the final thing is Microsoft had their, I believe it's called XO18, which is their big fan conference. It's
Is
like
that-
a
is that
PlayStation experience.
equivalent? Oh, so it's like PlayStation experience.
Pretty much, yeah.
Equivalent to the Nintendo Direct.
Kinda.
No.
This is like a fan expo. Like people attend and they got all the Xbox stuff. It's like a PlayStation experience.
Nintendo Directs are called that because they launch them and it's like a 5-minute pre-made video or something, and it just is like an info dump.
Okay.
It's there. It goes online, and that's
produced-
like,
yeah,
that's
it's a
like
produced
today's
video.
Nintendo Direct is about Smash, and then you'll watch that or something.
But before all that, do you guys want to share anything what you've been playing?
Well, I think it's
and-
important
Yes.
to make
Oh, that's a great point.
a little bit of a memorial here. Earlier today, we got news that Stan Lee has passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That hit me hard.
It's
I-
incredibly sad.
I didn't wear this on purpose. I just happened.
What are you wearing?
I was wearing this all day when it happened.
Is that Deadpool shirt?
No, it's the Black Panther.
Oh, I
Black
can't.
Panther.
I saw
couldn't-
like
I
lines. I,
couldn't
thought
see
they were
it.
like double
Yeah.
swords behind his back.
It's Black Panther.
I'm
One of the
terrible.
original.
I'm not a comic book fan at all. I really enjoy some of the MCU movies, and I would even say that
Yeah.
I'm burned out on superheroes. But you can have those opinions and still recognize how influential this man was
To underestimate
in so many ways
the
for
impact
entertainment
of
Yeah.
those mediums that he produced and
Yeah.
created, it's completely understated.
And he was on this positivity wave even back in the 60s. He would put little PSAs in his comics like, hey,
Yeah. Well,
don't be a dickhead.
stand soapbox.
Don't be racist.
I mean,
It's dope, dude.
taking what you just said, don't be racist. I mean, this character came about because, Stanley's was a guy that was trying to make money, but he also knew that he had readership in multiple communities. And Black Panther was a character that came about because he realized that he had black readers.
Luke Cage as well.
That was a little later.
Yeah. That was definitely a little later. That was during like the early 70s, I want to say.
That would have been in the 70s,
Yeah.
But in the mid 60s, Black Panther was a character he suggested because he realized he had black readers and they needed a black hero, and like he took it. They wanted to cast aside all the cliches of like the vaudeville days and all that crap, all of the bad caricatures of black culture, and then make legitimate hero.
Right.
And he did, and it was great.
All of his characters had a very much underlying message for anyone reading it.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's great power, great responsibility. That comes to mind for him. And Captain America was, if there's evil to be fought, then you must do what you can to fight.
Yeah.
Right. That was Captain America's whole thing during that era. And there's no doubt that all those works had such influence over time, and they stick with everyone still to this day.
Did you guys know that shortly after Black Panther debuted,
Yeah.
The Black Panther political group,
who
may, it's speculated whether they named themselves after the superhero.
Character, yeah.
They might have named themselves after the character. Maybe the character got engendered from the group. We don't know. But shortly after that, they became highly political in the mid to late 60s. And for a very brief story arc, Black Panther's name, I think, got changed to like Black Leopard or Black Cougar.
Really?
Some other big cat. And the fans went ape shit, like
really?
pissed. They were so angry
That's so
that he had that they had changed the name, that they changed it right back.
Yeah, they probably changed it to separate the ideology a little bit.
Funny enough, before the Blade movies were made, Wesley Snipes wanted to make a Black Panther movie. He wanted to do that, but none of the studios would want to associate. They didn't want to associate with Black Panthers,
Right.
So that's why they never greenlit that at that time. So Blade happened
That's
instead.
interesting, yeah.
I
Pretty
mean,
funny.
movie heads at that time during the 90s. I mean, they really were just thinking about toys.
Yeah,
They
That's a
really
good point.
were.
Batman movies for sure.
Yeah, and not no one, but you couldn't really make Black Panther profitable at that point.
Sure.
Like, look what Marvel had to do to make it a property that was interesting. They had to lay down an entire universe of other movies and then get to the point where it's like, all right, now we're going to do Black Panther. And still people had to, like, kind of learn what it was a little bit before actually diving into it.
Right.
And, like, it was great success. And they did it perfectly and did a lot of justice to the original material. But, like, it still had a lot of lead-up work that had to be done to get people on board. Thank God it was done right.
Yeah.
And we have Stan Lee to thank for that.
Yeah, thank God, man. I know he wasn't really like active, like creating anything, but like, man, it's like losing like your grandpa,
That's what a lot of people are saying on Twitter.
Yeah, it's like it's losing the person that told you stories every night.
My great
before
uncle
bed,
just died, is what I saw on numerous tweets. So
grew up with so many of his comics, man. Read
I know you
Spider-Man
have
hardcore.
especially, yeah.
Yeah, it's just hurts, man. It hurts real deep.
Well, thanks, Stan, for everything you've done.
Thank you, Stan.
95 years.
95 years old.
So it was a long time.
All right.
All right. So let's do the news. Oh, no, let's do us.
Let's do us. What
Let's
do
do
you
us.
guys got going on?
Oh, God. I'm not really doing too much. I did restart my Red Dead Redemption 2 save. I just trashed it, went right back to the beginning because I had that camp bug.
Right.
You did have the bug.
I did have the bug. Yeah, 100%.
Is Sadie now there?
I actually just got to Horseshoe Overlook, so
Okay. Did you run around the camp and not do the uncle mission?
no.
Polite Society? Don't do Polite Society, and then when you do Polite Society...
I know, I can't fail it.
You can't fail or restart.
No, you
it.
can mission restart.
Right,
You
I can't do
you
the restart checkpoint
Yeah,
option.
don't restart checkpoint.
Yeah, I don't plan on failing that
I
ever.
failed it.
Well, I
the
did
second
too.
time
That's
through.
why.
No, the second time through.
Second time
In my
in
my save, I failed it. So you want to know where the real choke point is? It isn't necessarily the guy that runs away, although
That's what got me because
Right.
when he went into the stables, I wasn't following him on my
Don't
horse.
forget
and I
about
couldn't really see where he went.
Remember Tilly? She's like the black girl in the yellow dress.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, she's getting like assaulted in the alleyway.
There's a guy
right?
in a yellow outfit in the alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of color coordinate. That's weird. But he is assaulting her.
Yeah.
And it's real easy to fail at that point because like if you do something wrong, like pull the gun wrong or something, it instantly fails the mission. And that's what happened to me.
Yeah, it's weird, dude. I was playing through the beginning again. I forgot how long the beginning is and just how cool it is. So even like being so close to it, you kind of forget because the game is so dense. But I was playing the train mission, and I'm going through the train. It's me and is Lenny on the train with you? You and Lenny moving up when you're trying to stop the train when the dynamite doesn't explode?
Yeah.
You and Lenny are moving up through the cars, and I'm letting him do his thing, and I'm sitting back and picking people off, and like he's getting shot fucking left and right. If you don't move up through that train, if you stop and try to loot bodies as you're moving, like the game will take him out. And one kill cam shot of him, like the bullet hit his knee. And the game was like, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like,
your knee shot him?
It's a knee shot. Like, let me just get over to him and like we'll wrap his knee and like I'll take care of him. This is real life, you know. I'll do the rest of this shit and then we'll get him off the train. Like, just sometimes the game gives you some aggressive failures that I kind of disagree with, but you know, it is what it is.
I mean, sometimes the game is super aggressive. Like,
I died escaping the coyotes. When you get John Marston off of the mountain.
You mean the wolves? They're wolves.
Yeah. We're running down the mountain, and I'm looking back to shoot at them, and my horse fucking clocks right into a tree. Just throws me off, and just like, game over. I'm like, come on, dude. Like,
that doesn't feel very heroic.
The horse hitting the tree is so constant that I think by the end of this, I'm going to be annoyed by it.
I don't mind it when I'm out free roaming, but like, if I'm in a mission, and you tell me to like, hey, keep going and escape, but also turn around and shoot these coyotes.
Right.
Like
the horse needs some way of like staying on a path without running into things, so you can look the other direction and fire.
If the horse was real, this horse existed in the real world, and you were riding the horse,
it would have dodged.
The horse
would know not to hit a rock.
It doesn't want to run directly into this thing. The horse kind of wants to live and survive and not, you know, get a fucking horse headache. So it's gonna, you know, avoid it a little bit.
You know, they put that in there for the humor of it.
No,
I don't think they did.
You don't think they did?
I think the collision.
No, I don't think it's either of those.
The collision they probably added just for the sake of like, I'm gonna say realism, but I don't think.
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
it.
if you're like telling a horse to full gallop and then like you take a wrong turn, like of course it's gonna hit into something, and that's legitimate. But I think I don't know, they could have done more with like naturally detecting that something is coming up if there's enough lead time, and the horse would just be like, oh.
Usually, though, what you can do
The Witcher's
is
really good at that.
Right, just like autopathing. Yeah, I know.
Like naturally, though.
I know what you can do in Red Dead is if you are escaping with, let's say, a few of your friends, a few of your gangmates, you can hold the X button as you're running, and it will kind of follow them, and then you can turn and do all that stuff. So you're just holding X, and then the rest of your hands are. Sorry, I said the thing. The rest of your hands are doing the whole, move and aim and shoot thing. So that generally works.
But yeah, I'm having fun, and I'm probably not going to stream Red Dead Redemption 2 ever again.
Nah, neither
because it's a very, like, to me, a personal experience. I have more fun when I don't have to create content with it. When I don't have to be talking about every little thing or interacting with people. Like,
I was afraid I was going to miss more of the story.
It's a very contemplative game at times.
It really is.
Yeah, I was afraid I was going to miss more of the story. I mean, I spent an hour and a half hunting 2 rabbits.
I saw you tweet about that.
That's the most Red Dead thing ever.
Yeah.
Like, I literally would, like, use my binoculars to figure out where they were and like then stalk their track them. Yeah, and stalk them and find them. Tip for the future: if you're trying to get that perfect pelt one, that challenge,
arrow to the knee.
What?
Arrow to the knee.
No, you just
Skyrim reference.
You use the varmint rifle and shoot their bodies. I kept trying to shoot their heads, and it doesn't kill them instantly, and you have to hit them.
I've been using the bow and arrow.
You have to hit them with one shot. And the varmint rifle or the bow and arrow, but you need small game arrows for the bow and arrow. If you use the regular arrows, you'll kill the bunny and ruin the pelt.
Makes sense. The hole would be too big.
Yeah.
Oh my
God.
God.
So you got to use small game arrows, which is a pain in the ass. But the varmint rifle, you can just shoot them with one shot.
That's a thing that I've never gotten yet.
And you hit their body. Varmint rifle's free if you might not be free. It's free, I think, if you pre-order. The varmint rifle and the pump action shotgun are free if you pre-ordered.
They're
in there for $0.
I'm at a point in the game where I have so much money, so it like doesn't even matter.
Right.
Like midway through chapter 3 right now, still. Also, after I got all this money, I ended up going into like the general store, and I just went on like a clothing shopping spree.
Did you?
Yeah, I did like the whole like montage, like trying on
There's
outfits.
a lot of outfits in there that are
and
pretty
color
cool.
combinations. Yeah, I've seen
to go shopping, boy.
On the Metal Gear Solid subreddit, someone's like, I made my character a perfect ocelot.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I want to do that.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, you got like the gray duster and like the brown duster, gray vest, red like a
little
thing here,
bandana
and
thing he's got
yeah,
there?
he's got like the front holster and like
Yeah.
the normal holster. Like, oh man,
That's pretty cool.
that is
And you
some
could definitely grow your hair long and shave it into a mustache.
pomade
too,
it.
so,
Yeah, you pomade it back and then mustache it up. Boom, you got
Brother.
freaking
I
ocelot.
don't know what you guys are talking about.
Revolver
Metal Gear
ocelot.
Solid. Have you never played Metal Gear Solid?
Yeah, I think he definitely hasn't because we have talked about it multiple times.
Oh my god! Now look, I failed hard on my Metal Gear
March. March.
It's like a running joke with
you
me
can
and
do
Kevin
Metal
Oates.
Gear.
We're never doing the
next
Metal Gear
March.
podcast.
Metal Gear. Well, I joked Metal Gear December, and like now we're actually here. Like
It's here.
It might be a thing.
I
I think
think-
Metal Gear or Kevin Oates said recently Metal Gear Millennium, and I was like, wow,
my
damn, that's fucking it.
I think there should be a point. Just Metal Gear tangent.
Yeah,
You should when the games die down.
sure. There's a lot coming through, like the end of this year and
Right.
the beginning of next year.
Because we're still gonna have a Metal Gear podcast where we're just gonna
yes,
discuss
1000%.
Metal Gear.
Stop hitting the
1000%.
table.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's a producer note.
Producer note. Stop hitting the table.
But yeah, that's.
Well,
what
it
I've
was
been
because it was
up to.
popping in my ears.
Sure. Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah.
You felt it.
Yeah. What about you, Felix?
Well, yeah. Like I said, taking my time with Red Dead,
Yeah.
enjoying that. I bought last week's show. I bought Diablo on
Oh,
the
yeah,
Switch.
yeah.
Diablo
Did it.
3.
I saw your couch co-op with God.
Yeah, so me and God did the couch co-op on Diablo, and I had
Quite a guest to have on couch co-op.
dude.
God.
We had
So honored.
we had a hell of a good time, man. Like that was a lot of fun. It was dope.
Is it so? One thing I noticed when you were playing, I don't know if I liked it. 2 players on the same console, you can't edit your gear and everything at the same time. You have to do one player at a time can
Yeah,
manipulate their
how
gear.
does it work normally?
Well, on PC
You can't like couch co-op PC, so
you can't. So like, but
Oh.
you can play with friends. So everyone's in their own menus, doing their own skills and
probably
and
the only way that
inventory.
would really work unless they like
It's
draw a
not
hard
on
line
the
down the
console.
screen.
Well, did
Yeah.
you see the one thing they
Yeah, I
had?
guess
that
so.
They had. I don't know if they had this on the, but like when you get stuff, you can make with the D-pad. You can make decisions on what you want to do with it. Junk it.
You can mark it. Yeah.
Yeah. So what we got in the habit of doing is, if we're in a dungeon, we just marked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you keep it, you add it, you mark it as junk. if
And I
you're
know
gonna
you
get
can
rid of it.
auto-equip whatever it thinks the best in slot
Yeah.
is. So
Yeah. So it was doing that on a regular basis, and we just agreed that we wouldn't go into the menus.
well, eventually what happens is toward the end of the game, you're not selling gear anymore. You're just breaking it down for materials.
Yeah.
Because you'll need materials, and like eventually you just don't pick up gray items. You don't pick up white or gray items. You stick with the blues for materials and the
Yeah.
golds and the legendaries, obviously. So that's usually
Yeah.
how that goes. There's a whole end game. If you like really get deep into it, the end game of Diablo 3 is like it's like crazy detailed because you can like farm and fine tune your character to get certain sets of gear to have your character just blow up shit in the craziest way possible. It gets real crazy.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to like spend a lot of time with it. But I mean, that's the hallmark of a good game that has like an engaging end game. If
Very
you
much
really
so.
want to like make your character the best for something specific, and you've got to work towards it, and you're into it, like to be able to support that is a hallmark of a good like grindy
Can
game.
I give you a small example?
Yeah.
My witch doctor.
Yeah.
I had a special ring. It's like dog's finger or something. So what it does is you can summon a bunch of zombie dogs. So what that does is it combines all the zombie dogs into one giant zombie dog with the combined power of all the zombie dogs. And then another piece of gear can synergize with that and it summons an extra dog or two. So
So
then
you got like a fucking crowd's
Right.
worth of power in 1 and 2 dogs.
exactly.
Fuck
So
up some
you'll
shit.
find legendary gear pieces that will synergy. You can go, oh, I can use this with this skill, and then combine it with my other legendary to like make this move really, really good.
Yeah.
And a lot of that stuff happens, like all the time, all over the place.
That's pretty cool.
The only other thing that I played is, and I just wanted to get your thoughts on this. This has never been formal, but I've done it a lot in games. But I made it formal in the last 2 Assassin's Creed streams.
Formal.
I called it this, but I'm doing a 100% proximity playthrough of Assassin's Creed. And what I
Okay.
mean by that is
Yeah, tell us. Assassin's
Assassin's Creed has marked out when you put a marker, like, you know, your your marker that you can add. It shows you the meters, like from where you are. How many
How
meters
far away
the
it is.
thing is from where
Distance.
you
Oh,
are.
yeah.
Distance
When you
meter.
said that, I heard like your health gauge,
Like a
or
meter,
like a
yeah.
meter.
No, meters, the
Like the
distance,
distance, yeah.
right?
Gotcha.
So it also has, for the quest, the ability to sort by distance. So you can sort your quests. You can sort them by difficulty level, which is irrelevant in this because the game kind of trails your level,
Right.
basically. Every time you level up, the game kind of levels up.
Yeah, to keep you challenged.
Keep you challenged, right? So I started realizing that in this game, I think it would be more fun to do distance, right? Proximity, because it keeps the action going for the audience.
But what do you mean by a proximity playthrough?
Meaning
do?
I only do an icon that's near me, the closest near me in terms of meters.
Okay, you don't set something across the map and you're like, I'm going to fucking
Right.
go do that thing because I want to get all the towers done or something.
Right. So I literally just move to this thing. Then if I'm done, I look around. Click on the things that are around there. Whatever one has the closest amount of meters, I go to
Now,
it.
you said it's a 100% playthrough that you're doing. So, like, if you've done all the meters that are around you, or the symbols that are around you, and you see one that's, like, halfway across the world, but that's the only thing that's left, you're going to go to that one next, right?
No.
You're not.
If the region is empty, the rule I made up, because this is all made up.
It's all arbitrary.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out your rules for
The
this.
rule I made up, if I'm in a region and there's nothing, basically a landmass.
Sure.
If I'm in a landmass and there's nothing left to do on that landmass, I look to water. So if there's something in water, I move to the water, right? Or I move to the list of quests and do proximity quests, whatever the next quest in proximity is, which could be a few hundred meters away or further.
Yeah. Well, so the answer to that question is kind of yes. Right? Like, you won't ever skip something because it's too far. Okay.
I'll never miss anything. Like, eventually, and it's really neat because there's this tab you open up through story where you have to kill these cultists, and they're all hidden around the world. And through the process, you unlock something that actually reveals them on the map and reveals them in your special bird skill that flies up. But you don't get that immediately. And the cultists are not revealed in any way, shape, or form. They're just around.
Okay.
Right? So I was doing the proximity play, and I got to this one region, and so there's an inner circle of cultists, and then there's the outer circle. And the inner circle ones are all level 50. So through my proximity play in one stream, I killed 2 level 50 inner circle cultists who just randomly were on the map, and I didn't even know that the base I was going into had them.
Oh,
They
shit.
just started attacking me, and I said, fuck this. I'm going to kill this dude who's trying to kill me.
Yeah.
And I went in and wiped 2 out in one stream. And the people who were watching who had played the game were like, you just took out 2 of the cultists. You know, like, I'm also super OP. That's a whole other story to talk about. But I've gotten myself where I can kill 5 levels higher than... I found a spear that gives you 100% more damage for all damage types, but caps you at 25% health.
It reduces your health down
Reduce my health to a max of 25%.
of whatever your
Yeah,
amount
so
is.
It's a glass cannon weapon.
Yeah, it's a glass cannon weapon. Exactly. That's the people kept saying that in the stream.
You're a glass cannon, yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty amazing because now I'm kind of like this Terminator.
If you're on the offensive and you don't get hit or anything,
If
then
I'm
you're-
assassinating.
then you're dope. That's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah. But yeah, the proximity playthrough goes really quick. And what ends up happening is it's more entertaining for viewers because they constantly see me doing something.
There's no long now we're gonna go.
Now I got to
over
ride a
here,
horse
right?
for 15 minutes
Right.
to get to this location on the map.
Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yeah.
I like it.
So
I feel like that's how I do open world games generally.
Yeah.
Efficiency.
I'm being
It's
very
efficient.
I'm being very deliberate with it,
Yeah.
and just so you know, for the record, I'm not playing Red Dead that way.
Right.
No.
Because it's not icon based with a bunch of shit all over the map. You know what I mean? I only would do this for a game where there are clearly defined icons everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, like
That's
any
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, any Ubisoft game, right?
Cool.
Yep.
What about
I'm also leveling faster too.
by
It
doing
levels you way faster because you're just doing.
Well, you're always
stuff.
doing things. Yeah, exactly.
So
Nice. That's cool,
Yeah.
man. Neil, what about you?
Yeah, so I mean, since last week I haven't done much. I found, and when I want to sit down and play Red Dead, I know I need more than like 2 hours if I
Yeah.
want to do anything.
Yeah.
So I really want to, like, I barely played any. Like, the last thing I told you I did was I bought a bunch of clothes, like, because I had all this money just, waiting
You
for
want to
me.
have the time set aside to really dive in.
Like, dig into it. And,
Yeah.
like, because, like, the past couple times I went to go play it, it's been, like, an hour or two. I'm like, okay, well, now I got to go to sleep. So
Yeah.
it's, like, that doesn't give me enough time to, like, dive in.
It's a hard game to play before you go to sleep because you don't want to go to sleep.
Because you just want to keep, because the game just continues. It
Right.
just goes on. And it's great. Like, don't get me wrong. I want to finish chapter 3. I'm almost done chapter 3. I got a few more missions left.
Yeah.
And then we'll see where that takes me. But I also played the last night of Fallout 76.
Okay.
The last beta.
The last beta night, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm still like, yeah, this is like cool that it's like Fallout and online, and I'm still like kind of all about it, but at the same time, all the bugs is there are all these problems that keep coming up in the game.
Yeah.
Keep saying, don't do it. This is stupid. I know you like Fallout, brain, but
Yeah.
you need to like chill and wait for this. Wait for the reviews. Wait for the patches. Wait for all these things.
That's been your MO for a long time, and I would be very surprised if you bought it before hearing about it officially.
Yeah. No, there's definitely no way this is a launch thing for me.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Because you're extra cautious like that in general for a lot of games. You're gonna wait and see. Like, I
Usually.
think Spider-Man was the only one that you're like, I know I'm
I'm getting this. Yeah. Smash Brothers is probably one of those
Right.
too. I already know I'm going to be
Yeah.
playing because
I will be too. I know I'm like I like to have fun and downplay like the Smash hype.
my God.
But it's a game that everyone is going to be playing.
It's
so
absolutely. I'm
I'll be
definitely
there.
gonna
I'll be right
try
there.
and hold some like fun crossover streams with a bunch of people. I'm
Yeah,
gonna see if I can get a
that'd be
bunch of
cool.
people in on that. So that'll be a lot of fun. Did you happen to see the Smash Brothers trailer that released last night?
No, I saw screenshots of it, but I didn't actually watch it.
So in our Discord at discord.theemergentgamer.com,
Join it.
there you go. And the games chat, I posted it's a Queen mashup. Don't Stop Me Now with this trailer.
Oh,
and it
yeah.
is so hype. It's amazing. I love it. Just if you want to get hyped for this game, fucking watch that trailer. All right, I'm just saying, everyone who's listening, do that.
That's the trailer song right there.
So yeah, that's that I'm excited for. But with Fallout, I enjoyed my last night, and I got really sad when the beta period ended, and I'm like, oh, I still want to be doing this.
Yeah.
Like, it's a weird conflict that resides deep inside of me.
Yeah, I get it. I do. And I want to see how it plays out and
Yeah,
how it exists in the wild. I just don't think
no, I'm not doing it either.
right
Don't worry.
now.
I know.
Fallout for me isn't a big sell.
I am looking forward, however, to Diamond Jab and Felix streaming it.
Yes. Yeah, that'll be really, really
I will.
cool.
What's the date on that?
I didn't want to like take your thunder.
No.
Thunder
What's
away,
the date
Brenda.
on that?
Oh, well, we're starting actually. It's at all Bethesda week for me in Diamond Jab. We're starting actually on Tuesday,
Is there you got
this coming Tuesday, which is the 13th, I believe.
okay? So tomorrow, as of this recording,
Yeah, we're starting
13th.
We're starting tomorrow morning with Elder Scrolls Online,
Oh, nice. That's pretty cool.
and doing like a whole stream on that, and then we're doing Fallout together the next day, and then I'm doing Fallout on Thursday, and he's doing Fallout on Thursday in the evening,
and you guys are teaming up, right?
just on Wednesday,
Oh,
and
okay.
Tuesday and Wednesday.
Is that
Well-
this Wednesday that we get the game?
Oh yeah,
Shit.
So the beta ended officially last Thursday, and then into the weekend I went away. I didn't play anything and I didn't do anything. But I came back on Sunday night and I turned my computer on for like the first time, and I was like, "Well, I guess I'm not playing this game right away."
Right.
And I went to go uninstall it, and the damnest thing happened on Sunday. So this kind of goes into some of the news.
Yeah, let's that's
this
this
is
is a
my-
perfect
this is
transition.
me segueing right
Let's go
into it.
it.
All right, so you go to hit uninstall. First off, you open the launcher, like on Steam, you can go and uninstall a game. No selection to uninstall. They were now in the pre-order phase of the launcher, so it was
you're
like
seeing buttons
pre-purchase.
for like buy this game.
Correct. So I go, okay, weird. Go into Windows settings and click the uninstall button. And from there, it opens the launcher and says, "You do not have access to this game. You have to go purchase it." So 60 gigs are just chilling on my hard drive.
ow.
And in that moment, I was like, damn, I kind of wish it had that bug in the first bug it had, and it deleted itself. Because
I remember that.
that was one of the
Yeah.
early bugs of the beta where it just deleted itself when you went to go play it the first
So
night.
the game either deletes itself if you want to play it, or it doesn't let you delete it.
Yeah, they
when
let
you're
you,
done playing it.
they let you preload the beta on PC, right? And then once you opened it the day the beta went live, it would delete itself and have to re-download. That was the bug a few weeks ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that happened to me too. That was great. That was good stuff.
Shitty.
Well, with that and what I've heard about the day one patch is like bigger than the game itself.
Yeah, it's roughly 60 gigs.
Sheesh, dude.
And they did after our show last week. They did like semi-address all the issues that users were bringing up. Mostly on the Fallout 76 subreddit, which I frequent now because whatever game is in the meta, whatever game's in the
invested.
combo, yeah, of course. Even games I'm not invested in, I go like I've been on the Battlefield subreddit. I'm like because like a lot of controversy surrounding that, and I just wanted to see what the communities were talking about.
Yeah, that's interesting.
You know what I mean?
I should probably poke more into that stuff as we go.
That's just how my brain's wired, man. That's what I do. But Fallout 76, generally the subreddit, really pleased with a lot of the things that the game is choosing to do. A lot of generally.
Yeah.
They're not pleased about the bugs and the different exploits. That's for sure. That exist. So it's going to be really weird to see like how the community reacts on launch day, and I'll obviously be glued to that because I want to know if the game's good because I would like to play it, and I think the real test here is, and the real test here is if my roommate wants to get this game. Now I'll tell you why, because he is a fucking Fallout junkie. He plays 1 and 2, the top-down isometric games.
Well, didn't you ask him?
I did. I'll tell you what he said. But he plays, and like last night, I like went to see what he was doing in his room or whatever, and he was like literally watching someone play like just story stuff. He just wants lore. He wants he really loves that world. He's super invested in like everything that's going on Fallout wise in the world. You know what I mean? Like that's like he was. That's what he was watching.
It's a cool vibe of like an alternative history to the U.S. branching at a certain point, and then seeing what that looks like in the future. Like that's the coolest part to me as well. Just something about the games don't ever stick, except for 3. I played the fuck out of 3.
Yeah, same.
8-3 up.
And like he even does that thing where he'll start a new character in Fallout and go, okay, now this is my play style. I'll be melee only, super anti-rad. Like, you know what I mean? Like people.
He'll do specific builds.
That's how I am.
And
correct.
play styles.
Yeah, for sure. And then he'll pick different story paths. You know what I mean? Like because at the end of the Fallout games, at least the more modern ones from 3 onward, the story does branch at a certain point where you have to make a really serious decision that alters the end game essentially. And from what if you go to my piece that I published on our website, theemergentgamer.com, one of my questions was, how is the game going to do something that drastic for the story in this game?
Yeah, in a game where there's actually real people playing with you in the same world.
Right, and there's very much a less influence on the story. It's the focus is purely on the multiplayer and the group dynamic aspect of
creating your own story. If
correct,
you will. Yeah.
correct. I call it the DayZ effect.
Yep.
Because that game was all create your own story, create your own adventure essentially.
Yep.
Which I loved. I love that. Apparently, side note, that game's going into beta soon, like this month.
What?
Yeah,
DayZ?
Yeah, and there's crafting and there's
I forgot that
stuff.
it was actually still in alpha. That's funny. I mean, the game is just it is what it is. But do they expect that to be a thing? To be
apparently it's
now it's
done. It's coming to
guys.
PlayStation soon and Xbox. That was like a recent announcement as well. Anyway, my roommate, he's the guy to convince.
Yeah. Because
if this is a game that he would get, then he's like, okay, there's enough in this game for the solo player to be invested in and enjoy, and he'll get his lore dump out of it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's a whole.
I only played it for 2 hours, but I thought there would have been plenty for me to explore.
I mean, there's holotapes galore for sure,
I know.
and tons to find,
galore.
and
but
tons of
I
terminals.
preoccupied myself quite often with following the trail of a holotape. I love doing it.
Sure.
Yeah.
The biggest, and I really had to introspect this recently when I was thinking about Fallout 76 because people were saying it's shitty. The thing that annoyed me the most out of the Fallout games and why Fallout New Vegas was so glorious is the people in the world.
That is definitely the grab factor, like the factor that will keep you drawn in is all the dynamic things you'll experience with the people.
No, listen to what I just said. I said the thing that's the most annoying to me are the people.
Oh, you don't like that.
Right.
Oh, snap.
In fact,
you've
when
been
I
very
played
scared of this whole concept for a long time.
The Fallout? I was initially.
Yeah.
No, but I was won over when I watched the No Clip documentary.
Just imagine.
But still, like, you don't want
imagine
someone
the
fucking
griefing
with your world.
Imagine the griefing.
No, I don't want yeah, I don't want the grieving to happen. Yeah, the grieving was a big problem with me, but I think it's going to be fine. We'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
But when I played New Vegas and had the ability to go kill all the NPCs, that was glorious.
Oh yeah.
Like that was amazing because they annoy me.
Right.
They get in my way. They're obnoxious. I have to always
I have
talk
great
to
news
them.
for you.
What?
There are no NPCs
I
in this
know.
game.
I know. Like this is
Yeah, what are you gonna do, dude?
This is the version of Fallout.
You kill
I
players
always,
are the NPCs.
right. This is the version of Fallout I always wanted, I guess.
Yeah, you're gonna have to engage.
It's funny. Before the servers went off, the last beta, I was with Channing Tater of our server. He's on
Yeah.
our server, and we were. You can, like, as I said last week, you can claim like these plots of land in the world and like build on it. And we saw this team of other two people.
Once you claim one, can people just take it away from you?
Yeah, exactly. I was about to tell you the story. We had like 10 minutes left on the server, and then Channing and I were like, "Do you want to just like start some shit and like see if we can like?"
I could easily see Channing say that.
Yeah, like and just like see if we can go all
Fuck
out
with
war.
these guys, yeah.
And we did. We captured it from them. You pay us like 20 caps or whatever, and then you have to sit on the point and capture it like a multiplayer point. And then it's yours. All the stuff that they built still there. And they built a little house. They had a bunch of crafting stations up. It's mine now. My name was on it. So how that will work, the tug of war situation in the long run of the world being dynamic like that, who knows how that'll be.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
that's the most interesting aspect to me, I think.
Yeah,
Right.
really? Because that's the thing that seems like eventually it's going to get tiresome and boring as fuck.
If you're tired of it, you've got Fallout 4 that you could play. That's a well-crafted world.
Or you don't have to capture any points.
No, I'm saying the thing that would probably keep me more interested would be going into the Fallout 76 world and exploring.
Do it. You can still do that.
Moving around, trying to find stuff.
You drop your camp down, and then you can build around that area.
Right.
That is that's acceptable. You can do that anywhere.
Like I see myself when I get into this really just heavily, and we'll find out, and I'll talk about it on the show. But like, I see myself wanting to just rely heavily on the camp,
Right.
and these like choke points where you fight people for shit. I'm probably going to do it occasionally, but it's going to be a novelty. I'm not going to do it on a regular basis. I don't know, unless the greatest resources are found at these choke points.
They might be.
Well, like I said last week, those specific encampment areas that you claim, they have resource spots that you plop resource generators down, and they give you
Stuff.
resource generation essentially.
Stuff.
You know.
All right. Well, we'll see when we get into it.
We'll
sure.
see.
Shall we move on to the Destiny talk of the weekend?
Let's do it.
I figured I added this because it relates to us. We're heavily invested in Destiny.
It relates to us.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So Activision over the weekend, following their Q3 report, said, let's see, I got it here. It failed to meet the customer's expectations. But game director Luke Smith took to Twitter, and he reassured all fans that Bungie won't be changing up the formula to appeal the masses in the attempt to draw more players. He said, quote, "We are not disappointed with Forsaken. We set out to build a game that Destiny players would love, and at Bungie, we love it too." And building Destiny for players who love it is and will remain our focus going forward. So this to me is pretty good actually, because Activision being they're very much monetary focused, right? They're interested in building their capital.
Yep.
But Bungie as developers, I feel like that should not be their focus. Their focus should be crafting
make the game the best version of the
making
game.
the best product they possibly could for the people that love it. And they feel that way. The fans feel that way. And I feel like that between Luke Smith and the fans, that's a good relationship right there.
I also think that this Activision news was blown out of proportion by everyone reporting it.
Well,
The full quote
Right.
takes into context the fact that player engagement fell off so hard after the launch of Destiny 2 Vanilla in 2017 that core base, even with how good Forsaken is and how much money Activision has made, the core base completely has not re-engaged, which is understandable, and that's a thing that I think Activision might have been trying to communicate positively.
Yeah.
In the sense of like, here's how good everything is done so far. But imagine if we had everyone back still, and we don't have everyone back.
Yeah,
still,
they mentioned a lot of the player base being in like a holding pattern, like a wait and see approach.
Let's see how this looks. Yeah,
which admittedly, after Destiny 1 and their complete set of DLC,
it's fair. It's
and
very
then
fair.
feeling like the clock got reset on Destiny 2 again at that launch. I can see that that almost happened. That literally almost happened to me.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it. I'm in a.
It happened to you, Felix.
I'm in a holding pattern right now.
You've been in a holding pattern since fucking the Crota raid in
Although,
2014. Dude.
funny enough, I don't know if you guys.
I've not been on a holding pattern since Crota.
I know. We've
You
done
came back for
trials.
2.
We did trials on Xbox and shit like that.
I mean, I almost dick punched fucking Crota, but
there's that rock back there, dude.
Jesus, man.
Felix Rock, you got getting caught on.
Felix Rock. Yeah.
But
Felix,
funny,
why aren't you shooting to get his shield down? I'm stuck on this fucking
I'm
rock.
on this fucking rock. I can't get off this fucking rock.
Oh,
I mean, funny enough, Forsaken by all fans are saying this is it's now in the best spot it's ever been.
It is. Destiny
The
2
game.
is Destiny is in the best spot it's ever been in. With
Right.
Forsaken,
I
1000%.
definitely believe you guys. Is it still free on the PC?
You have
You have another week.
You've got until the 18th.
Building my.
I
game-
think you
PSA to anyone out there, all you have to do
Yes.
is interact with the Blizzard launcher.
BattleNet launcher.
Like,
yeah.
download this launcher.
We're talking to you,
sign in.
Felix.
I'm building the
Felix
the
and
game
everyone.
Felix,
PC
turn
this
that
week.
PC on after the show.
Hold on.
Log into the
Hold
BattleNet.
on. Listeners, if you want Destiny 2, it is free. Not up to Forsaken. You get the base game, but still.
Which is a lot of stuff.
All you have to do is download the Bethesda launcher. Jesus Christ. You'll never get the game off your system.
You'll never be able to delete it.
Download the Blizzard launcher and just say, like, claim game. You just click a button and
That's
Destiny
it.
2 is yours.
That's it.
If you like it, I think they've bundled all the expansions in together, and it's $40 to get Forsaken, not including this year's other future expansions. Still,
Everything currently released.
not a lot of money to get invested up front on PC, which I think is the best platform.
Considering I spent $80 on the PS4 version and I'm an idiot. And what I buy? I got Forsaken for $40 and Destiny 2 on sale for like $40.
I made the mistake
Jesus,
a
I
couple
feel
months
stupid.
ago, maybe like 6 months
Spent
ago.
like $400 on Destiny. Dude.
I was gonna say I made the mistake of calculating all of my costs that I've ever spent on Destiny in any way.
Ouch.
Is this silver included?
Yes, silver included. Gifts included. Like
You won't get me
like,
that far,
got
Activision.
My brother involved, like back when Year 3 was starting up, right, with Rise of Iron. With everything all told, and this was before even Forsaken was a thing. I think it was like very close to $1,000.
$1,000.
What it includes also is like the Bungie store purchases too and shit like that.
Oh, like the T-shirt or whatever and that stuff. Okay, that's okay. At least you got something physical to wear.
Sure.
Clothes on your back.
I'm just a sick man, and I made the mistake of adding it all up, and I'm like, wow, dude. This
Never do
is
that.
Bad. This is
I
bad.
totaled up my Steam library. Mm-hmm. You want to guess how much my Steam library is worth?
I can't even.
Because I have like almost 200 something games on
Yeah.
there. It's I think when I last looked at it, because they changed their like database algorithm, so like none of those third party sites work anymore.
Oh yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
that happened like live on the show
you
last
can't
one of those
track
times.
your, or their sales or stuff
But
like that.
it was close to like 1,600 before, something like that.
That's also
of games.
full value though, and I'm sure you haven't bought all
Right.
those like at full
Steam
value.
sales,
Right.
all that good stuff. Yeah,
Still
yeah.
though, the total actual retail value of stuff like that is insane.
So yeah, I added that story because I thought it was interesting. Since Luke Smith spoke up about the fans and everything.
I love that he did that. Right on Twitter and was like, "Look, I know that you're hearing a lot of things. We're in charge of Destiny, and we love where it's going, and it's only going to go down that road more. And the earliest rumors now for Destiny 3 are saying that it's going to go even more down the RPG path.
Thank good, because
So-
those are honestly my favorite parts
Yeah,
of the game. So
yeah, mine
thank
too
God.
at this point. So
What you know what I want to see out
I'm
of
not worried at all about the Activision thing.
You know what I want to see out of Destiny 3? More customizable talent trees.
Yeah.
Because right now it's you pick what tree you want to use.
Do you remember how your perks work in Destiny 1?
I remember unlocking perks on guns. That was a thing.
Your subclass actually had a lot more customization than it does in Destiny 2.
Right.
Destiny 2, the subclasses are still essentially the simplified versions that they rolled out with
In vanilla.
for 2's release. But in Destiny 1, you pick your subclass, and then you had like 10 rows of trees.
Oh, yeah, I
essentially.
remember
you would
that.
go down like 3 or 4 dots each, where you could like adjust your.
Yeah, they were almost like big radial buttons.
Yeah, the big circles. You would just fill in which one for that row you wanted, and you could pick like, go invisible after a couple seconds if you crouch, or like melee to go invisible for like,
remember
like
all
the
that.
hunter
Hunter.
subclass and stuff like that. Chaining damage, and you could really specifically get.
I would love to see that back.
A build or breakdown. I think we will.
I think that would be amazing if they do that. Also, heavy machine guns.
We're gonna get it, dude.
I know. That's what the quest is,
Tomorrow.
right?
Tomorrow, I think is
the
the
final
third
step?
week, so we should be getting.
I made sure to log in last night, and I made sure to do that.
Yeah.
I did a bunch of Destiny stuff. I ended up doing the Shattered Throne stuff again, and I did a whole bunch of weird, random shit last night.
I tried a solo Shattering Throne or the Shattered Throne.
Yeah,
And I
apparently,
will
Vizzy
one day,
already
but it's-
soloed it. He just needs to get like the perfect.
Like
I was with Vizzy last
the
night.
flawless,
Yeah, the flawless
not
run.
dying once kind of thing. Yeah, I don't know. I need to develop my strats, and then my patience runs out, and so I'm hurting myself by not like grinding it, so I can actually get it, because I know it's doable. You just got to be like absolutely perfect and know where every enemy spawns and know all the sight lines. I think the most recent update made them more aggressive though, so it kind of threw me off and changed my my play style a little bit. Like those vandals that are sniping you.
Yeah.
Like for some reason in the Shattered Throne they never put their bubbles up, but now they do. Like
Yeah, they did it last night.
yeah,
Did they? Is that just? Did
it was something. Was
are they
like,
fucking with
was
us?
low-key
Like, is
doing.
this
was
something
a
like they like Loki added like last minute?
Did you guys see that black cat cross our path? There's been a change in the Matrix.
It's what happened, dude.
Yeah, there's
That's
a
what
big
we
glitch.
used to say
Things
all the
felt-
time.
things felt
Yo, in
weirder.
D1 all the time we used to go, yo, has there been a change in the Matrix when some
Yeah.
shit changed?
This shit's not
like
hitting
like
as hard
when
as it used to.
when the cheating porch went away.
Yeah.
I was like, I think
Cheating
Trip
porch.
Zero, there's been a change in the Matrix. I
Cheating
can't
porch.
get under
Glitch in the
this
Matrix.
cheating
How I
porch.
got through my first Nightfall.
That fucking cheating porch, dude.
Well, cool.
Yeah, because that fucking bitch had that arc burn, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That was so hard. Arc burn, man. What was
Very
his
nice.
name again?
That was the Archon Priest.
The Archon Priest.
You were like a freaking black hole of Destiny knowledge.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I was reading the art book actually before.
Well,
I
I
came over
remember-
today.
You were just keeping it fresh.
Well, I didn't see the. I mean, I knew Archon Priest, but like
I
I'm
remembered
looking at
that
all
the-
the Vex weapons and the Hive weapons, and like there's notes in the illustrations on how the Hive weapons reload, and now I want to like pay attention.
stuff's
to
so
the,
cool.
to the like the animation to see if it actually works. Like it's like liquid ammo fills through here and goes into this section when the acolyte reloads. I'm like, oh shit,
That's
man.
some dedication to
Yeah.
like crafting the universe. It's
pretty cool.
You know. Speaking of universes, let's talk about the Xbox universe.
Xbox universe. This is your universe, Felix.
It is. I do spend. I'm preoccupied right now with a lot of games.
Well, are you
on the
ready
Xbox.
to hear about what's hot and coming to the Xbox platform?
I don't like how you said hot and coming.
Did he just name the episode "Hot and Coming"?
Please don't.
Please don't name it that.
don't wanna
That's
see that
actually,
on a
that's
website.
that I would have to veto. If
I'll
we don't vote on the
veto
episode
it.
titles, but
I'm vetoing
Look,
it right now.
I'm not against it in principle, but I don't
Hot
think
and
that would
coming.
play as well on a website header. Hey, listen to Hot and Coming by the Emergent Gamer podcast.
hot and coming to the Xbox this summer. Anyway, so they had their big Xbox, the XO18 conference is I believe what they called it. Yeah, XO18. Nothing crazy. It wasn't like E3 levels, like hype, like new stuff.
Oh, where is that convention?
This
by the way?
was held in Mexico City,
Ooh.
so not even in the States.
Oh, whoa!
Yeah. And dude, if you watch this stream, because I caught it on Sunday as well, the fucking hype in that room was off the charts.
Was it?
People were losing their goddamn minds. Dude, like Major Nelson walks on stage and everyone's like, "Ah, I love you. ah."
Holy
Like it was
shit.
nuts,
It's
man.
a good thing they didn't announce a mobile game. Ba-dum, psh.
Burn. Ooh, too
know.
soon. Too soon.
Is it too soon?
I don't know, dude. People are still kind of reeling on the Diablo news.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
People
Calm
are
down.
people are not happy.
I liked Jim Quisition's take on it.
Yeah.
I thought his take was great.
He generally is.
He did not agree with you, Trip Zero.
I know.
No, he did
I
not.
really can't get behind Jim Quisition too much. I think he just yells a lot.
But that's the best part.
I know.
But you know what?
to each their own.
But he's always speaking from a consumer standpoint,
He is.
and that I very much appreciate because I feel like places like Kotaku and Polygon generally don't.
Yeah.
And
No,
that
no. I mean,
you
in
know.
the end, like he convinced me that like,
Diablo Immortal is not good for gamers.
no, he definitely convinced me of that. But like, he convinced me that the people who were complaining about it
Are not as evil as
not
everyone.
as evil as the blowback was making them seem to be.
Well, that's a good point.
Like that they
They generally care about the product and
there's
they
a-
don't want to see it be
no
treated that way.
he was trying to say that there's a precedent in society that has been dictated like countless times by the company of Activision Blizzard that they're greedy as fuck and they're trying to like get a shit ton of money out of people, and that this has just looked like a complete cash grab.
Right.
When they were like almost bait and switched live at this event.
Yeah, I mean, the perception could have been like guessed a little bit better, and then
He made like this
revealed
point.
better.
He goes like,
There was no foresight in like what they were announcing
Which
in
is-
front of the crowd. They were
which is the
announcing
most
it.
surprising part.
and
of
he
the whole thing.
he made this point. He's like, how many people in that audience do you think were actually fucking there for the mobile game that they were going to release?
I'm going to go ahead and say 0%.
Zero, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
So yeah, it's definitely, and we had this conversation last
we
week.
don't have,
so-
we don't have
yeah.
to talk about it again, but
No, it's fine.
I just listened to that, so
So I'm not going to go through everything that they talked about because it's all stuff we've seen. Like Devil May Cry 5 was shown, new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, Just Cause 4 trailer. The end of the whole presentation, they announced
what
keyboard-
Just Cause are we on?
4. Yeah, I almost said 5. I know. But
I wouldn't if you said it, I wouldn't even
you
have noticed.
wouldn't have taken
right
yeah,
over the
you-
fucking head.
So they announced mouse and keyboard support for Xbox One.
Yeah, that's real.
That's really
Has
cool.
it not had that?
No, it hasn't,
No.
and it's coming.
Really?
It's
I
coming
knew-
for
I knew it was
games
coming.
like Fortnite, Warframe, Crackdown 3.
Wow, that's cool.
And PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is getting a bunch of updates for Xbox. It's going to Game Pass, and I believe it's being heavily discounted right now. If you want to get in on that,
PUBG.
updates to Sea of Thieves, a whole bunch of new expansion stuff to that. Crackdown 3 I don't know if they showed the release date before, but I think it's like February 15th now, 15th or 19th.
Crackdown.
Yeah, Terry Crews was there doing his Terry Crews
Sure.
thing. It was
Oh, he did.
pretty entertaining
For Crackdown?
commercial. Yeah.
Great.
And Microsoft acquired Obsidian, which was rumored for like the past 2 months. Someone like I believe it was Jason Schreier because why not?
He just knows, man.
He
knows.
leaked that Obsidian was being acquired or is in talks to be acquired by Microsoft.
You moved on, but I was going to say something
ahead.
about Terry Crews.
Do it.
You know why he's kind of like this, become like this gaming unofficial like
I do.
gaming spokesperson, right?
Yeah,
I don't.
he
Tell
wanted
me.
to be closer to his son.
Yeah.
So he built a PC gaming PC with his son.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I have heard that.
He went to
Yeah.
he went to the Battlefield 1.
Yeah, it was
It was
Battlefield
1. He went there for the promotional thing and he played it. And he's like, "Oh, this is really great. I know my son likes this. We can bond over this."
Yeah, oh, that's pretty cool.
So he built a PC with his son, and now he tried the VR. And he got interviewed by a bunch of tech, like J2 Sense, I believe. He's a YouTuber who does a bunch of tech videos. I believe he was on Terry came on one of his shows to do a whole bunch of
Yeah,
cool like collaborative stuff, which was pretty freaking awesome.
that's nice.
Makes me I love Terry Crews, man. He's the fucking man.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. What a show.
I need to get into that show. I've seen a
Oh
lot
my
of clips,
god,
but
dude. What are you doing with
know.
your life?
I know, and
Quit
I love
Destiny 2 and watch
I
it.
love Andy Samberg, and I love The Lonely Island and that kind of humor.
Oh my
so
God.
I'm definitely in. I just have to take the time to watch it. You know what I have, actually, little side tangent, what I have
Yeah.
been watching? After playing Red Dead, I was really in the mood to watch Firefly, so I've been watching Firefly again.
Oh, because the whole Western,
Western
motif?
thing,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I watched Unforgiven.
Yeah, I know. I saw you pop that in
I
our
popped that
Discord.
in there, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Clint Eastwood is like the quintessential Western.
Western.
man,
I
so-
forgot everything about that movie. I must have seen it only once in the theater.
I kind of want to watch Bonesaw Tomahawk. Or
Oh yeah,
whatever.
that's next.
or whatever.
And also Hateful Eight.
Hateful
is
Eight.
really, really
Oh,
good.
that's a great
Hateful
movie.
Eight's good for like real specific period recreation, and you can like really.
It's like a
get
bottle.
into
It's a
the-
bottle
Did you
episode.
say Bone Saw Tomahawk?
It's a bottle episode.
I know it's not
just
called that.
It's Bone Tomahawk.
Bonesaw Tomahawk.
Bonesaw is ready.
Bone Saw.
I got you for 3 minutes.
3 minutes of playtime.
What is that from?
That's a
Spider-Man-
cute costume. Did
Spider-Man
your husband make it for
Spider-Man
you? Get down.
Spider-Man 1?
One,
One,
the very
that's right.
first Sam Raimi Spider-Man. Yeah.
Oh wow.
What are you doing up there?
Oh, my God.
Bonesaw.
What a classic. Oh, and
Well, before you move on
Yeah, sure.
too much from that point,
I'll put it down.
I wanted to hit the Microsoft acquiring things.
Yeah, yeah.
They did this at E3 this past year too.
They-
They made a big deal about like studios they were acquiring.
It was Ninja Theory. They started they started their own studio,
Yeah.
and they
Yes, yes, yes.
acquired. It was like three or four studios.
This is just more signaling that they're serious about competing with PlayStation and Sony
Yes.
with their original.
They want
IP.
more for yes, and they
Yeah.
know if they got the first party titles, they bring
Yeah.
the audience.
So they're right along this path.
So now for the
100%.
Xbox One's life, I don't think we're going to see the fruits of these acquisitions.
No, it'll be a next gen.
This
thing
is
for sure.
definitely something we're going to see in the next.
It's a future plan.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but they're they've made moves and they're still making moves, which is a good sign.
Anyone who is a fan of Xbox should be happy.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. What am I trying to say? The competition is only going to make everything better.
Oh,
so,
for sure. And that's the honestly what makes me like I haven't owned an Xbox since the first the big boy,
the original,
The
yeah.
OG.
Yeah. The
But
Xbox,
OG Xbox.
the one Xbox,
the doorstop,
the first.
Did
Xbox.
you say the one Xbox?
the one Xbox.
That's funny.
But every time I see them doing something crazy cool like this, I go yes, because across the board it means Sony's got to work harder. They're working hard, and that just means good things for us.
Sony needs a fucking fire lit under their ass.
Yeah, because now they're just like, yeah, our studios are doing whatever they want. Like, we're getting Days Gone, whatever, Last of Us, whatever. Well, you know what? To be fair, Sony did go, all right, we'll do cross-play with Fortnite.
Yeah.
Okay.
And took a lot of pressure. Yeah.
Kicking dirt while they did it.
You could hear them just like sighing the whole time.
Yeah.
And like the name changes finally are happening.
That definitely had to have been a technical hurdle.
Yeah.
That could not have just been like a switch they flipped.
I don't.
Dude,
no, again, I don't work on this side of things. I don't code. I don't write these systems.
Architecture-wise, I heard it from a really reliable source. Their PS3 online system was built on Tic Tacs and thumbsticks.
Just
So,
real
reliable
shoddy.
source, just like real taped together. No one knew what they were doing when they built an online infrastructure, and it bit them in the ass.
Well, I've heard that whole architecture for PS3 was a shit show to develop for.
Yeah, that's part of the problem.
So.
PS3 took so long to take off. PS3 didn't gain its momentum until I'm gonna say like 2009 when Uncharted 2 came out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
After that, that's when everything like kind of took off,
Yeah.
and Last of Us came, and then we got those games. But yeah, Obsidian, big studio.
Obsidian.
Yeah,
they did New Vegas.
They did New Vegas.
They did they're mostly they do a lot of contract work. That's like mostly where their bread and butter is.
But now they're probably going to be doing their own shit.
I hope to
Microsoft.
see them make an awesome Western RPG specifically for Xbox. And
Is that their plan?
no, that's what I'm hoping.
Oh.
I'm hoping that they make a awesome RPG in vein.
See, you always ask these questions, Felix, that make it seem like we're giving you a scoop. You're like,
No.
oh, that's
No,
their
I
plan.
didn't understand how he said it.
No, I'm saying.
No, I know, but
I
it's-
said my
I
I said my
didn't-
hope.
Your
My
hope.
hope is
It's funny just because it's like.
also
Almost saying without
No,
saying
but
it.
the way he said it, he said, "My hope is,"
Yeah.
sounded like he had heard that
no.
as like a thing.
I hope it wasn't. I hope it was clear.
Like
I thought it was clear.
I hope they're going to be doing that Western RPG, and then I added to it like that I heard they talked about or something
yeah,
like that.
you filled in the.
I just filled in all that extra
non-existent gap in
shit.
your brain.
Well, and the best part about being a PC player is, well, Felix, you're going to enjoy this soon because you're building your PC. You buy an Xbox game, you can play it anywhere, literally on your PC or on your console.
That's
doesn't
fucking
matter.
great, yeah.
So like anything that Xbox does at this point
Not
is
the
good
ones I
for
currently have,
PC
right?
gamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the ones I currently have.
Everything after Gears of War 4. Microsoft party wise.
Okay.
Like the Forza games are, you can play that on PC. The Sea of Thieves, State of Decay, if you're still into that. They announced a bunch of State of Decay stuff.
Oof.
Felix, it was actually a big section where they're like, we're in patch mode. We're patching
Good.
and we're adding new content. We're adding your favorite Daryl crossbow.
A year later,
They're gonna give me
the game.
They're gonna give
Well,
me a Daryl crossbow,
Wait, the
and
game's been
that's
out
gonna
for
lure me back.
like 4 or 5 months.
No,
6
they've
months?
had a bunch
Has
of
it been?
yeah.
Yeah, it came out fairly
In their
recent. It's not old.
defense-
It's like summer. It was
6
like
months.
summer.
6 months.
All right.
18 months.
Yo,
Yeah.
Who cares?
in their defense, the last time I officially played that was 3 days after it was released,
Which is the worst time to
Yeah.
play an online game.
What do you mean in their defense?
and I
That is not
never
in their
went
defense.
back.
This is in their offense.
Dude, it just that thing tanked my computer like no other. And
Did I ever get an online game with you?
we played State of Decay, I think. For
I played with you.
day.
I know I played with him. I don't think I ever was able to connect with you.
No, I never went through. Like, I never got to that point. You had to do shit solo, I think, and then you got to the open world, and then I think
Yeah.
that one night I was like, all right, well, I'm fucking done at this point, and then I never like really moved on.
Felix rage quit.
We all like I rage quit the night that I played with Locke and Neo. Like I was like,
having a
this
ball.
is fucking.
But
I was
buggy.
live
It
on
was
stream
buggy.
and it was embarrassing and buggy as fuck. And
It's
then
not. Don't be embarrassed.
I was embarrassed.
You were embarrassed for them.
I was embarrassed that I had hyped up this game so much to a bunch of people live on stream prior to it coming out because I had this like what do you call it when you have like
Preconceived notion.
rear view eyes or whatever where you
Rear
Rose-colored
view
lenses.
eyes.
rose-colored lenses
Rear
on the past.
view eyes.
I
Rear view eyes.
got him 100%. Yeah.
Rose-colored
Yeah,
glasses on the
you're
past.
viewing something through.
So I was rose-colored glassing the original game,
Mm-hmm.
and when this came out, I expected it to just be like, yeah, a little buggy, but like something where I could actually play with my friends for hours and enjoy it, and we didn't get hours.
See, now,
Yeah, we
Felix,
did not
I'm
get hours.
going to temper your expectations a little bit. I want you to take those rose-colored glasses off for Fallout 76. Because you may experience some crazy-ass buggage.
Well, yeah, I'm not worried about bugs as much as I'm. Well, I am.
Like, what if you lose items? Because that's totally a possibility. Like, just
Man, I'll be mad as fuck.
like
I'll be mad as fuck.
things are going to happen in this game that you probably won't enjoy.
They're gonna have.
There's not a lot of cheat protection, like, at all.
Yeah, right. That's
know what
all
I mean?
hinky, dude.
It's
Like
I'm just saying, and this is me just, like, I can't wait to tune into your stream and watch.
to see when people like teleport me to the other side of the map.
Or put a wall up in front of you, or remove walls, or remove items, or
Fortnite 76. Throw a couple walls up.
They literally
oh
wall,
my god!
they
'Cause
wall
I can
me
already
in.
see the YouTube compilations. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh, God.
Deep breaths, my friend.
This sounds
Deep
like it's
breaths.
going to be janky as
Goose.
fuck.
I'm just trying to pull back the. I don't want you to hurt yourself.
He's giving
But
you,
have fun
yeah.
though. But have fun. All right. I want you to go out there.
Well, I'm only doing
Temper the expectations.
I'm doing a thing where I'm basically going to be alternating between Bethesda games and Assassin's Creed Odyssey week by week.
Okay.
So this week is a Bethesda week. And if I get in on Wednesday
Does
with
the game
Diamond
come
Jab,
out this week? When is it?
yes, Wednesday.
Fallout's okay.
So tonight's Tuesday, tonight's Monday. So tomorrow I'm doing Elder Scrolls Online in the morning with Diamond Jab. Then Wednesday I'm doing Fallout 76 with Diamond Jab. If the experience with Diamond Jab and Fallout 76 on Wednesday is piece of shit, what do you think I'm playing on motherfucking Thursday and Friday? Elder Scrolls Online.
More Fallout? Oh,
No,
Assassin's
back.
Creed.
I'll
We
be
all
back.
got it wrong.
Really wrong.
If it's piece of shit, I'm back on Elder Scrolls Online by fucking
Got it.
Thursday and Friday, and that's it. That's all she wrote.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Oh my god! I almost forgot the most important news of the week.
Tell us.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
No, we're
We're wrapping it up.
This is
all right. This is the wrap up news.
The
Okay.
big hitter, baby.
I didn't tease it in the beginning of the show. I feel awful.
I mean,
I
it's not that
tuned
bad.
in. Did we talk about? We didn't talk about this one last week. I don't think we did. Final Fantasy 15 had a big stream. Did you see this?
I've heard about it.
Yeah, I heard about it.
Where they talked about their director.
They talked about the director left the company.
Oh yeah. That dude was like fucking
Starting his
out.
own. Yeah, and he's like he's been with the company for a
Tabata?
long time. Tabata, yeah. And not only that, oh my god, I feel awful that I forgot all about this.
It's
oh my
fine.
god.
It's fine.
Oh my god.
Is this? You're not even reading this. You're
No,
just like, oh,
this is
shit.
just for my
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I tuned into the stream
Yeah.
as
Well,
it was happening.
So he left, and they've canceled almost all of the upcoming.
They
DLC.
canceled every DLC except for the Arden DLC, which is the villain.
He's the crazy hat, long red haired fancy boy.
And they announced a collaboration with Final Fantasy 14. So
I missed that one,
that's happening. Well, that news got completely overshadowed. That was in the stream too. Got completely overshadowed because
What does collaboration mean?
they're a crossover.
Like there's probably going to be enemies from 15 in 14, and like costumes to get in
Correct.
14 from. 15.
So you can dress the
Cosmetic shit.
you can dress the Final Fantasy 15
probably,
boys. Well, I'll tell you exactly what they are.
Do something and earn it, and then you'll be able to.
There's a mission. You'll fight a big monster from 14, and then you get little cat boy outfits. You know what I'm talking about? The cat people in Final Fantasy 14, and I believe likewise in 14 there's going to be like a Noctis mission or something that has to do with them.
That's pretty cool.
But after all these years of 15, it's like now the game's like they're canceling the rest of the story, and it's just
dude.
and it's like.
Did I
15
hear,
years in the
I think
making.
episode Noctis was one of the ones that's canceled. Noctis
Yeah.
is the fucking main character
He's the main
of Final
character.
Fantasy 15.
And Lunar
How
episode
many years has that game been out?
This is like 2 years of extra content we've been getting now at this point, I think, right?
Yeah,
Does that
yeah.
sound
It
right?
came
2
out.
years?
It came out 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember talking about it on the show here.
I remember.
But the
We
game was
did.
in development since 2013. 5 or 6, and it was versus 13, and then Tabata came in and was like, "No, we're doing it this way. We're fixing this." He was the fixer essentially. He came in to get them back on the track. And I guess he's done. I mean, that was mostly his role at the company. Like he came in and fixed projects.
I've never finished the game.
In television news, they call that the news director.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, yeah, I haven't finished it officially. Like I never got to the end.
You never beat the
air
boss?
quotes. But I still lost countless hours to that world. I was amazed at how cool it felt and
It was,
and how
but
exciting it was to be in
car
that
was
environment.
Great.
I loved the car.
It was fine.
I know it wasn't really your. wasn't really Nia's jam.
Can't take it off road. Like you got the
Fine.
chocobos for that, but
I think
like
you can now.
you get the flying
Again,
mechanics.
2 years
but,
later, you can.
But
fucking
you know
do
what
all
it's
that
like
shit.
crashing a horse in Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
Try flying in whatever way they
See,
crafted
I
this.
haven't, and I want to.
It's not great. It's landing pretty much impossible, and you die right away.
Yeah.
It's not great. And like my biggest gripe with the game, and I've gone off on many tangents online about this game.
Sure.
And even Diamond Jab called me out that night.
Well,
that
he loves
on
it,
Twitter, I
doesn't he?
remember
no,
that,
he does. And on Twitter, he was like, I know Neo and I don't share the same views on it, but like, look, that story was so underfinished and underbaked to the point where they needed these DLCs to fill it out.
The reason that I didn't continue, I think, is because of the story. I felt no motivation to be like.
They were introducing
doing?
characters in chapter like 12 and 13. This is like near the end of the game that came in and they were just dead.
Yeah.
And like, I was supposed to. This guy was important. I didn't know.
No one.
Because
no one.
no one. There was no development. Even the main female lead. She was in 5 cutscenes between chapters.
The summoner.
Luna Freya.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luna, the love interest.
love interest,
We were
yeah.
supposed to just accept and believe that these
Yeah.
characters were in love.
I mean, the big
You know
mistake
what I
they
mean?
made with telling the story is just expecting us to feel the weight of things without showing us the impact of these things. And that's a storytelling faux pas no matter what
Right,
medium you're
and
in.
then, like,
but they didn't give us a reason to care. And
They
that's the
they
problem.
put out the little anime shorts and they put out the movie Kingsglaive.
It all helped, but it's a lot of work to ask people to go find these things and watch them.
I guarantee
to get the story
most
better.
people who bought the game didn't
fuck
watch
no,
it,
dude. Why would you go out of your way if you want to play this game to watch 4 or 5, 6 episodes of an anime series and then like a CGI movie that had some cool parts, but is at the end of the day still just a computer
just a movie?
CGI
Hashtag
DVD bin movie?
Hashtag AC Unity novel.
Yeah,
Is that, they needed a novel to fill out the story in that?
The other half of the story is a book.
yeah. Do you remember this, Felix? It was on the show. You're like, guys, I read this book because I had to.
And it
Like,
fixes the game.
Literally,
Yeah.
you.
That was back when the game came out. Like, that
Well,
was
I
current
mean-
with Unity when you talked about that.
If you really think about it, like Assassin's Creed Odyssey is still their attempt at doing what the combination of that book and Unity did for that story. It's a girl's version of the story and the guy's version of the story, and the events in the girl's version of the story are completely different, and the events in the guy's version of the story are completely different. Here we are in Odyssey.
Are they different in Odyssey?
No, they still haven't succeeded what they almost attempted. I mean, they didn't even attempt with Unity.
Look,
But it would be interesting to play 2 halves of a story and see different perspectives.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't quite have to make 2 separate games, but you'd have to get close though, and that's
I know,
really the problem.
and that's why they haven't done it. But like,
Oh, speaking of which, Resident Evil 2 is coming.
I was about to be like, you know what game did that well?
Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Because they literally had you would play as Leon, and then
I know.
the other. You know that? Okay.
I love
Well,
that
for anyone
fucking
out
game.
there, the other disc was what the other character was
Claire.
doing.
Yeah.
The B side.
and you could see like snippets of what the other character was doing.
Right.
When
If
you
you
were
like certain things, if you did them as
If you
Leon,
take the
it
machine
would
gun, the
affect
other gun would be
things,
there, yeah.
as Claire. Yeah,
yeah,
really cool
like,
interactive
and that's
points.
really cool. And I don't understand why
I'm very excited.
companies
for
like
Resident Evil 2.
Ubisoft don't pay attention to what was
Yeah,
already made.
After playing 7, I think
You
I'm
like
right.
7, right?
7 was a great game. I have never
It gets off the
been
rails like second
as
half, but
stressed in my life as I was playing this game. I live my life very stress free.
Yeah.
I'm a lot. I don't let
Sure,
a lot of things.
you're a pretty chill
like,
dude.
Bother me. Like I have a lot of perspective. I feel like whenever bad shit happens in life. Tangent, not important. But I have never like, never as aggressive. Like, but I can probably count on my hands the number of times I felt physically tense and tired from it. and it happened playing this game. Like I was done playing it for like a night, and I'm like, I feel drained and stressed and tense, and I feel bad. I have to go like
walk
around.
Yeah,
like
get
I
some
gotta
tea.
do something. Dude, it was crazy. It was.
Let me ask you
wild.
this: the fight in the shed with the car. How was that for you?
Fucking terrible.
Because you don't know if he's dead,
Right.
and then every time you think he's dead, he's not fucking
Right.
dead.
He's not. He's never dead. All the way up until the very end, he wasn't ever
Nope.
dead.
No, he was not.
Jesus, man.
Great game. I really appreciated what they did with 7.
It was atmospheric as fuck, dude.
Oh, yeah.
There's a clip that I have on my Instagram of me playing this game when you're in the boiler room and you first see those like
The oil
slimy,
monsters,
gooey
yeah.
boy things, and like I checked this fucking like hallway 3 times. Because I expect them to come out of the vent, and I'm watching the vent and backing away to be safe, to get a good beat on this thing when it appears. And, like, I check to the right, he's not there. Check to the right again, he's not there, look back. I turn around again because I just it's like, he's not there. And this guy must have been around the corner and then just beelined at me, because on the third time I turn and I'm staring right at his torso. And, like, it's a legitimate terror. Like, I crouch in my. It's the most embarrassing fucking thing, and I can't believe I put it online.
Oh,
but it's
I
on
love
my
it.
Instagram
Clip
right
that
now.
shit.
Oh my
It's
god,
there.
I'm about to watch that.
Trip Zero TV on Instagram.
Whew.
It's it was bad, dude. But you know what? I got through it, and I'm proud of myself for getting through it.
Proud of you.
That's the game that Kevin O just gave me. He's like, this game's fucking cursed.
Take it.
And he was in the chat.
No,
when
he
I
didn't
finished
say
it.
cursed. He said haunted.
This game is haunted.
Haunted.
Yeah.
This
And I
game is
beat the game,
haunted.
and he's in the chat, and he goes, "The curse is broken. I can play this now."
Dude, he's
Oh,
so
cool.
fucking funny.
So,
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. 100%.
let's do it.
That's the show, dudes.
That's
the
the
show.
show. Yeah,
That is
we
the
did it.
show.
We did it.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'm Trip Zero.
I'm Neo Ayoshi.
And this is Felix Hergood.
You can find me personally. It's Trip Zero TV, no spaces, all together, literally everywhere. I broadcast on Mixer throughout the week, usually in the area of 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. I always try for 11, but it ends up functionally not happening. Maybe one day, though. We'll see. Mixer.com/Trip0TV. Twitter, Instagram, all the stuff, same username. Very, very easy to find.
And I'm Neo Ayoshi at Neo_Ayoshi on Twitter and Twitch.tv/Neo Ayoshi on Twitch. I don't know I'm streaming anything, you guys. I think I'm
Take a little chill.
maybe. I'll be streaming Smash Brothers eventually when that comes out.
Nice.
What's coming out this month?
I think I'm going to do a Kingdom Hearts run. Because I got the Story So Far collection.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah. So I think I might. Like, I was.
You're going to play 3.
Destiny feels fun, of course. That's like my air quotes main game, but I do want to be variety.
Yeah,
And-
my viewers are tired of
And
Destiny.
Destiny is just it's getting into maintenance mode, which is fine, and it'll be really big when the expansion drops. But until then, like I could do maintenance and then hop into Kingdom Hearts and try to be ready for that when the third one drops.
Maybe I'll
see
do
it.
more Blackout or something.
Yeah,
Call of Duty's still there.
see how that plays out.
Yeah.
And Felix,
Twitch.tv /Felix Hergood, and then Mixer.com/Felix Hergood. It's a Mitch chat. I have Mixer and Twitch going at this exact same time. Anyone who follows me on both is a Mitch.
join Felix, be a Mitch.
Trying to hit a goal of 1,000 on Mixer. I'm going to shave my head and my beard on
oh my
stream.
For
God.
some reason, I missed the head part of this. I know your beard, but you're taking the head
head
out
and my
too.
beard. Yeah,
He's going full Heisenberg.
You're gonna go
like
down to the skin on your beard.
Yeah, Lance Armstrong.
Wait,
I
can,
have-
can you do something
No, I have
before,
seen
though?
you without a beard, but it's like been once in my life.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Do your head first and then like paint like a red thing
Oh,
on
like
your face.
Kratos.
Like Kratos.
from God of War.
Because you got the beard right now.
And you could tint
You
your
know what I
skin
mean?
blue in like an editing app. You could totally do like a Kratos.
Yeah, and then
in
just
in
make that your
between
profile
shave.
picture or whatever.
I already did that. Did you see when I was playing God of War? I took Kratos' body and put my head on it.
I did see that. Yeah, that was,
you
that was
guys see
pretty
that?
good. Yeah,
I've never
that's a
looked
good idea.
I've never
Neil.
looked
I like
better.
that. I
That
like
was
that.
pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, but yeah, that's the show, dudes. Thank you for hanging out. We will see you next week. Have a great one.
Now that happened because of like ruckus sex.
She had a sharp vagina.
I don't know what happened, but,
Vagina
but
dentata.
I definitely like cut that. I know we're talking about it, but don't visualize it. I cut that.
It's impossible not to visual. It's not like, I'm not like thinking about your dick, but I'm thinking.
You're thinking
of,
of
like,
your
a
dick
with a cut.
You're
Yeah.
thinking of your dick with a cut.
Right.
Good. As long as you're thinking
Yeah.
of your dick.